just loaded up on the ferry here in Ketchikan.
Beautiful country. Couldn't wait to get hunting.
When I heard I was going on the Sitka Blacktail hunt, I was pretty excited. The weather took a turn for the worst.
It's cold out here. Whoa! When you come on a trip like this, they tell you, be prepared. Well, I wasn't. The first thing I tell Paul to do is shoot, just shoot.
Hunting has always been something that humankind has had to do. The human race survived on their skills of hunting. Out of necessity, mankind hunted. Only the most lethal survive.
I didn't really think places like this existed.
In today's world, hunting remains, but only an elite few carry on the lethal tradition. Lethal, presented by Service Central, available at Tire Kingdom, NTB, Merchants, and Big O Tires. And by Lethal, Human Scent Elimination System, powered by Audubon.
Well, I made it to Seattle a couple hours ago, and Paul should be here within, I don't know, 2.5 hours, so I got a while to wait, but once he gets here, we'll catch the plane to Ketchikan and be on our way, so look forward to this awesome trip.
How was your flight?
All right, well, we just landed in Seattle, and Paul, being the smart guy that he is, lost his boarding pass from Seattle to Ketchikan, so we had to go print him another one, and they almost didn't let him on the flight, so
That's just how I roll, man.
once we landed in Ketchikan, Sam Dalin was there to pick us up, and we took the ferry the next day over to Prince of Wales Island.
We just loaded up on the ferry here in Ketchikan, and man, it's beautiful here. We got about a 3-hour ferry ride over to Prince of Wales Island, and that's where we're gonna be hunting blacktail and duck, so got a pretty scenic ride.
It's a 3-hour ferry ride, and it was just beautiful country, seeing all the mountains, snow on top, and we couldn't wait to get hunting the next day.
It's time.
You know, I've never been to Alaska before, and getting the chance to go out with Sam Dalin and hunt blacktail in the southeastern part of the state out on Prince of Wales Island, I was thoroughly excited.
A lot of times you'll see one kind of like that, and the doe a lot of times will come out, you know, of the sticker cover, and a lot of times the buck will hold back, you know, you just see him peeking at you, or the doe will walk away like that one did up the side hill, and then all of a sudden, you know, there'll be another one following her out, you know, he'll come out and follow her out. But the does usually come out a little more willingly into the open than the bucks.
When I heard I was going on the Sitka Blacktail hunt, I was pretty excited.
This was my first trip to Alaska, and I was pretty excited about it. I heard a lot of good things about the southeastern part of the state and how beautiful it was, and I was just excited to get there.
Closed captioning for Lethal is provided by Tire Kingdom. This is Lethal, hosted by John Wilson and Team Trophy Quest. This segment is brought to you by Napa, get the good stuff, and Carbon Express, shoot better with Carbon Express.
I didn't know much about hunting these animals, so I was really interested to just like see how they're hunted and see what they're like in the wild.
I think I'll go up on that knob and then start down the back.
We got 2 deer tags, so we decided that the first day I would hunt and August would film me, then I'd take over the camera and let August try out one. First day of the hunt was a beautiful morning. The whole day was just, you couldn't ask for better weather.
If you can find one of these you consistently see does in, we check it, quite often.
We went up to the very top where the snow was, and there was just clouds below us, and we were just glass and clear cuts with the clouds underneath us, and it was so awesome.
The first day we were up on the mountain, you couldn't ask for better weather. Partly cloudy skies, beautiful, temperature was just right, no rain, dry.
We just stopped here for about 10 minutes to just glass this clear cut and see a lot of deer moving through here, especially with this snow on the ground.
Granted, if you can find a buck that's chasing one, then they're easier to spot because they're doing a lot more moving. The Sitka blacktail deer, of course, is a small species of deer. 108 inches is Boone and Crockett, so we're not looking for overly huge deer. We're looking for representatives of the species. They are quite abundant. Of course, the country that they live in is tougher than most country.
We just kind of stalked them all day. We'd blow calls a little bit and some clear cuts if we found some, but we were mostly in thick timber, like hiking up the sides of mountains. It was a pretty tough hunt. Saw lots and lots of sign, and we saw a bunch of rubs.
We just found a rub on this trail. We're working our way down.
We hiked quite a ways into an area that I'd been in before and hasn't had a lot of hunting pressure. We got down in there. Really the first spot we called at once we got where we were headed had 4 or 5 deer respond to the deer call.
First day of the hunt's over. We saw lots of activity and lots of sign, but just not a big enough buck. Saw a few spikes, lots of does. Try it in the morning. I'm just bringing like 8 bottles of water and I'll be good. We're all pumped up and ready for the next, 4 or 5 days, but the weather took a turn for the worst. It's cold out here.
We decided to do a little bit of waterfowl hunting.